you'll notice one thing about our team and what we've created here is a very supportive environment where we're here just simply to encourage you and cheer you on. You'll realise that every single person in my team are here purely for the benefit of your own transformation. So we have some really cool, profound people in this room. People that have won international awards. People that have won global awards. People that have been speaking now for 10 plus years. There's many people here in the room that have written more than one book. My intention today is that you will have transformation through having solid clarity on exactly what your message is and that message to the world.
My name's Nick Carney, I'm the head coach of the Institute for Professional Speakers, and I am here to help you tell your story. So what I do is I refine and define your message. I unpack it, I have a look at the mechanics, the levers and dials, I restructure it, reorder it, and give it kind of a spin, which when we pack it up and give it back to you, it's your story, but turbocharged. And so when you get out, whether you're expressing your message on the page or on the stage, it's going to be clear and compelling. Our intention is to immerse you in a way of thinking that has got proven results.
My book grew by at least another third since coming to Sense Bootcamp in May.
I was announced as the national winner of the 2015 NGIA Young Leader Award.
So the start of all communication is you have to gesture. All I'm doing is talking, and then I pause. But every time I pause, the hands keep you engaged until I start to talk again. If I have no gestures at all, then I'm going to become an incessant talker. An incessant talker just memorizes all their content in terms of what they're doing, and people are not impressed with this. I mean, you really have a lot of content, so what? That doesn't matter. They don't feel safe until they get a pause so that they can breathe. So this is what we consider intelligence.
The word vulnerability comes from the Latin word vulnerabilis, which means an open wound. And I believe the greatest speakers on the entire planet are speakers that are vulnerable on stage. And over the last 5 to 10 years, and I've been speaking to speakers all over the world about this, there's been a huge shift when it comes to professional speakers, meaning this. Back in the day, you saw these speakers that were, claiming to be successful on this and amazing at this and awesome at this, and, they get these speakers with huge egos, and people just love to go and connect with them. There's been a shift, which now means that we now want speakers, not with the big egos, highly successful. We now want speakers that are real, that are authentic, that are vulnerable.
I'm a living proof that you can be an author without being a writer. So I spent a lot of time with people helping me, because the writing is the creativity, the rewriting is the work. That's the grunt.
You've stopped and taken yourself out of the water for a second, and you've looked underneath it and noticed there's barnacles and things that are slowing you down. Right? And this weekend you've chipped a couple of them off.
But then you created this story saying, I'm not good enough. So now throughout a lot of our lives, then we sort of think, oh look, I'm not good enough to speak, I'm not good enough to do this, because of something that had happened when we were a young kid.
I think we overuse one of our talents or one of our strengths. So it might be number one, but if we're constantly coming back to that and relying on that, it becomes a weakness of sorts, or a lesser strength, a basement in that thing, because we're overusing that and not backing it up with our other talents or our other things as well.
They're trained from a very early age not to take up a lot of space, okay? So what they do is during the pause, instead of bringing their hands back to their side, they curl them. And it looks like you're raised on a farm. Used to getting up about 4 o'clock in the morning and going out to the barn to get the milk to bring it in for the muesli.
I want to encourage you, go deep with it, become an expert. Don't be a fraud, become an expert. Learn about your topic, read all about it, find out what everyone else is talking about, and then disrupt that and talk about something different.
This is your captain speaking. We'll be flying to Perth. It'll take 4 hours and 20 minutes. Good weather on the way. Now these safe things are just ridiculous. If there's anything I can do to help you, don't hesitate to ask. They say that verbally, but non-verbally they say, I'm flying the plane, leave me alone.
I've heard some amazing speakers that are more confident and competent in their area of expertise than other speakers. But these guys don't get booked. Why? Because they haven't got the charisma. You show me someone that knows a little bit about their topic, but they can deliver it in an amazing, charismatic way that everyone's laughing, crying, celebrating, etc. This person here is going to get booked.
I came here to face my fear of public speaking, and boy did I face it. They got me up on stage speaking for 6 minutes without notes. What I learned was that we all have unbelievable amounts of potential within us, and these guys are experts at drawing it out of you. It's fun and it's powerful.
I enjoy because I want to craft my voice. What I caught was how to actually engage myself, my heart, and speak from it. And like-minded people join us, and it was a fantastic experience.
I came along to Speaker Institute to really understand some of the non-verbal cues, to become a better speaker, and really just further myself in my day-to-day job. What I caught by the end of it was this amazing tool set that I can use on a day-to-day, week-to-week basis, in the workplace, even at home, and how I communicate with people around me. It's been fantastic.
I've come to learn to tell my story, and I've gotten support, psychological safety, and a feeling of community here at Speakers Institute that's enabling me to find my voice and share it with the world.
This is one of my biggest investments, and the value is well over what I expected.
I think the course is absolutely wonderful. The coaches, Charlene, Craig, Melissa, and of course Sam. The feedback they've given us is spot on, and it's just an amazing place to be.
Over the past 3 days, I've picked up many skills to nail my next presentation, and I'm sure you will too. Thank you, Speakers Institute.
Speakers Institute showed me how to deliver my message in a clear, succinct way. I've transformed in 3 days, and I'm sure you can too.
Whilst I'm used to speaking to people in small groups, I wanted to get the experience of speaking on a large stage. Speakers Institute gave me that experience, and they walked me through the process the whole way. Thank you, Speakers Institute.
I joined Speakers Institute to learn how to be a better communicator. They have an amazing program and a completely transformative experience, so thank you.
So we've got a real mixture of dynamics of people in this room that are all after the one individual goal, which is to get their message out there into the world. And one thing I say a lot about is there are people out there that are right now struggling, that have not overcome the things that you've overcome. There are people out there right now that do not know the expertise that you do know. I believe that transformation goes beyond inspiring someone or even empowering them. I think true transformation is a mind, body, soul shift. That you walk out of an environment completely changed, never to be the same again. And realise that your own message does have a platform and a relevance, which is great.